Hey guys, it's Fox. So we're gonna be continuing on with a little bit of Okami. So, go ahead and jump right in. So previously on Okami, we cleared Oni Island. We defeated Ninetales, the Dark Lord, and we received a prophecy from Waka about going to the north. And we are going to be following up on that, but there are a couple things I want to do beforehand, as well as a few things I want to admit to before that. So first, I did do a little bit of off-stream collecting sorts. So I decided to do off-stream stuff, and I got a whole lot of praise, so I maxed out my ink pots as well as did a little upgrade to my wallet so that I can buy the 7th strike weapon, just so I can have that. I also grinded on Demon Fangs and got a few things. First, this is Golden Ink Pot, which increases the ink restoration speed, so I can do my brush techniques a lot faster. And I also got something called the Mist Pot. If I go to an origin mirror like this and draw an X on it, I can warp to any origin mirror in the world. Pretty handy. If you are grinding for Demon Fangs, I highly recommend going to the Shinsu field. Pretty much all of them, if you're at this point in the game, you can pretty much one-shot every enemy in there, and you can use the Power Slash to do a floor finisher on them, making them the easiest way to grind Demon Fangs. Anyways, so before we actually go to the north and continue the story, there are a couple things I wanted to take care of real fast. Firstly, I wanted to take care of this. Ooh. Why are you digging this dried up spring, doggy? Hope smash the rock under the spring to find water, are you? You must have a good nose on you. That was my plan too. Come on then, doggy, help me dig down under the spring. We'll see if we can smash through the rock and revive the spring. Okay then, here we go. I'll tell you how we're going to dig. Although, I guess you're pretty good at digging already, huh? Once I'm down to the deepest rock, I'll hit it as hard as I can. You just focus on digging and get me down to the deepest point. Got it? Or do you want me to explain that again? I'm fine. Great. Don't let me down. Okay. Sorry, I just needed to adjust something real fast. Okay. So yeah, we got another digging minigame, so just sit back and relax. Though, there is something a little different about this digging minigame compared to the others. Unlike the others where it's you dig down, with this one, you have to dig your way up and basically guide your person down from there, from the top. I have to admit, it's actually kind of a clever spin on the idea. Though, how am I supposed to do this? Let's start over real fast. Ow. Okay. Jump. Get rid of that. Slice. Okay. Oh, right, Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb can affect them. I actually forgot about that. There we go. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. But yeah, in terms of why I didn't show me getting like the Bach pot or like the Golden Ink pot or any of that stuff, it was just kind of mindless grinding. So I didn't see a point of showing that on screen. So yeah, that's kind of my reasoning for it. Versus this, where it's a bit more active, and I think it'd actually be entertaining to watch somewhat. Okay, let's see. Ow! Come on. Oop. Jump up. Oop. Give me more time. Slice. Slice. Okay. Cherry Bomb. Please don't fall over the edge. Please, please, please. Thank you. Slice. Slice. And we have to make our way down. Okay. No problem. Okay. Good. Continue digging. And there we go. Dig. Slice that. Okay, and slice you down. Okay. Where am I digging, lady? There we go. Very nice. Yeah, right on. Woohoo! I smashed right through that rock. And look at that. The spring's gushing again. The spring's running again, but this isn't good. The swirly whirly is missing.
The world's gone?
Exactly. It's the swirly whirly that kept us all in good health up to now. Without it, we'd lose the will to live. Anyway, enough. Just whining about it it's not gonna help, is it? Everyone, we've got to summon the swirly whirly back again. We'll transfer our passion and enthusiasm into the spring by running around it as fast as we possibly can. Yeah, just kind of whirlpool them a little faster. Faster. And faster. I can't go on. I've got my limits. Don't know why it didn't work in the air, but whatever. Oh, you were just supposed to draw the swirl of it. Okay. It wasn't wind. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Whatever. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and virtuous, followers in need, and your own pure heart restored. I knew I have a new power to bestow upon. I have harnessed the fervent energy of those in need to create the power found. Use it. Yeah, right on. Woohoo! The Swirly Whirlies returned to the spring. The Swirly Whirlies spring real name. It's the Swirling Spring. It's a portal that Draconia has made to connect to the land. If you jump in when it's swirling, you can go to different places. Sometimes we girls use it to get out and have some fun on the land. Oops, you won't tell Ojohime about that, will you? Anyway, thanks for all your help, doggy. Here, have this. You'll be surprised at what's inside. I knew it. Brute strength is the only answer in the end. From now on, the Dragon Palace Dance Troop's motto is muscle.
Huh. Well, good luck with that. Boy, Ami, that's one mean brush you. I bet you can summon one of those travel whirlpools at any time you want, if you use that technique on a mermaid spring. Now we can travel across Nippon for free. Guess it pays to help people every now and then.
So yeah, we no longer have to use mermaid coins to get stuff. Pretty nice. And before we leave, that thing is broken, so let's restore it. Very nice. And at the top, stray bead. Go. And so yeah, if you want to activate the mermaid spring without the mermaid coin, make a little swirl. And before we go to the north, there's a couple other things I want to pick up real fast. And the first one is here in the aristocratic square in Seon. Let's see. Okay, it's across from here. Jump up. And okay. So yeah, there's a little catwalk statue. So, climb up. jump up, jump up, jump up, and land. Very nice. Okay, and let's see. Okay, here we go. And in we go to the building. My masterpiece is one step away from completion. All I need is the final part. My invention would dramatically improve people's lives. It is the greatest test of my talents thus far. I know not how to make it all the way up here with Snowflake. It's unusual for me to have visitors. But your timing could not be better. I need it. Would you like to hear the new scientific theory I'm advocating?
Oh, no thanks. We're not really into that kind of stuff.
No, wait. We could talk about something else. I'm quite the traveler and have seen much of Nepal, you know. And you have collected many strange odds and ends during my travels. Sculptures never seen before. Strange stones unlike any others. Such things have led me to believe that many ages ago, Nepal was home to a completely different civilization from ours.
Different civilization?
Of course, no one would ever believe me. But still, I gather these odds and ends for my contraptions. I have a wide range of them in the works. The odds and ends I find are of no use in and of themselves, but with some ingenuity, together they become living contraptions. My odds and ends are like dear old friends to me.
Well, isn't that special? Can we go now?
No, please wait. This is where it gets interesting. As you doubtless notice, I am nearly done with my masterpiece. However, I am missing the very last piece. I have come so far only to be thwarted at the last step. My masterpiece cannot come to life without that one final piece. Time to search for the one piece. Go. So yeah, we're gonna go look for that one piece, but there is something else here in the aristocratic I want to pick up first. Jump over the fence. There we go. Ah, it's you, Amaterasu. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. That's the grave of our ruler, Queen Himiko. I'm sure your blessing would expedite her journey to heaven. Perhaps you could sprinkle divine water on her grave. Please help her spirit to be released. Yep, those 4 stones are her Himiko's grave. Fitting for a ruler. Let's say we clean it up. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to our souls. Being so removed from that weekend. In fact, I was nearing your death, your heart awakened. I, Uragan, have harnessed the power of my creed, drenched with the benevolence. I grant you the power of the Deluge.
Deluge? Yeah, I've heard of that one. Isn't that a power derived from water spout? All you gotta do is draw the mark of Okami, the god of water spout, to make it pour like cats and dogs. Now, what did that mark look like again? Well, anyway, if that power isn't working here, that must mean Himiko is still watching.
Water Spout Tech 2. Basically, it tells you how to use it, which, if I remember correctly, Nope. I don't remember. Travel guide. Water spout. Oh, it's just 2 lines. Okay. So yeah, if you just want to make it rain water with no water sources nearby, you can use that. Well, the cost of that is 3 to 9 ink pots, so it is very costly. Only use them for floral finishers if you need to. Anyways, now we're gonna go search for the piece for Gen. Which hopefully won't take too long. Jump through. Okay, now you. Think you. Hey. Whoa, I am on fire today. I feel as light as anything now that the mist lifted from the city. No time to lose then. Super fast Hayate. Huh? What do you want? With that. Ready? Go! So yeah, just gotta chase this guy who decides to be cheap and drop a bunch of, I guess, sea urchins? Yeah, not too bad. You caught up with me already. Looks like you're the victor now. And for that we get 30 praise. I better speed up if I'm the wolf. I think 1 whole day has to pass. Nope. Not Galestorm. Sunrise. Again, game can be a little finicky when it comes to that. Oh, exclamation mark. He's ready. You ready to race me again? Ready? Go! So yeah, he's significantly faster, but still pretty easy. You shall caught up with me again. Your top sprinter. That's 2 victories. And we get 40 praise for that. And I'll just go ahead and dub that into health. For now. Moon Knights? Sun. No, not wind. Sun. There we go. Again, what is with this game and its finicky rush checking things? Hi, super fast Hayate. I'll hand over my job to you. Okay. So yeah, he's even faster than before, but once again, too bad. What? I don't believe it. I, Superfast Hayate, the fastest runner in Hiroshima, beaten in the once-in-a-lifetime decider of deciders? I lost. I really lost. To this shaggy beast. That's another one to you then, Pooch. Or another million, huh? We get 50 credits. My big brother in Shitsu Field was telling me about a wolf. It's you, isn't it? What are you look at me like that for? It's a symbol of our friendship. Oh, he gave us a story beat. Crap, that's... Oh, you know what? It's the runner in Shinsu Field that has the One Piece. Consider that a filler episode. One Piece is chock full of those. Well, except for the live action One Piece. That one's not really that full of filler. Honestly, I really like the live action One Piece. It actually makes me want to read the manga. Because I really liked it. It was pretty good. Okay, what I want to do now is... I want to warp over to Shinsu Field so I can find that other runner. Sasa, Taka, Shinsu. Yeah, cool. Oh. Lightning storm. Hopefully I can find the runner. Oh, yep. What do you want? Ready? Go! Yeah, kind of same deal as that runner in Hiroshima. Phew. Got up with me. It's 1 point for you. And once again, he gives us praise. And once again, change time. And yes. A whole lot faster now. Yep. Ready? Go. If I remember right, yeah, this is the first race where he'll drop the bombs. Oh. Ow! Thankfully those spikes don't do any damage, but they are really annoying. Plus they do give him... Plus it does give you a clear path of where he's going, so... If you lose track of him, you can track him down using the spikes. There we go. Caught up with me again? You sure are fast. That's 2 victories. And we get 30 credits. Okay, and... Oh, I guess you only need to change 1 shift. You don't need to do full day. Okay. Let's start running. Yep, the gimmick here. Ready? Go! Jerk. I lost track of him. Okay, is he back here? Oh, there he is. Oh, what's this? Want to take me on again? Yep. I'm wondering something. Nope, he's not affected by mist. Okay. Just curious. Wait, if he's immune to an ability from a god, does that mean he's superior to a god? I can't believe I never actually thought about that. Crap. On. Oh! Yeah, out of any of the races in this is the one I struggle with the most, so. Hey, come on. Seriously? Okay. There he is. Ready, go. Gotcha. Third time's the charm. What? No way. Lightning Eaters of the Tangans Express. Beaten in the greatest and most important match of my life. That's gotta be worth $1 million. Well, promise is a promise. So the One Piece, it's just a gear. Well, I mean, it's better than just the One Pieces, the friends we made along the way. And we also get a bonus 50 points. Very nice. Go ahead and warp back to Seion. Yoshima. Nope. Here we go. And actually, while I'm here, more health. Change comes to all things in this world. Buddhism is all-encompassing. To die at the hand of a demon. Rao truly lived as the great Buddha did. Oh, benevolent Ambi, have mercy. Actually, that does remind me. I bet the untethered grave is where the real Busty Bae's soul lies. May she and her two bounty friends rest in peace. Oh, dang, I just realized I never turned on the voice changer for that line. Oh. So, yeah, they erected the grave for the real Rao, since she did die at the hands of Nine Tails. Don't think I didn't see that beam of light. You love us. Very nice. And yep, this shortcut still works. Yeah.
Oh, man. These old bones are all that's left of the real Busty Bae. Poor thing. Left out here like that all this time. May she rest in peace.
Yeah. Pretty tragic. And yeah. It really is tragic what happened to Rao. But there is, speaking of Rao, there is actually one more thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to Rao. You could actually tell ahead of time before the whole reveal and before Himiko's death that Rao was an imposter. Because the Rao that we saw in the real vision had blue beads and you could see both her eyes. Versus the evil Rao where you only saw one eye and she had red beads. And seeing how red means danger, it does kind of add up, and it's kind of a cool detail. It's really cool for repeat playthroughs. Okay, let's see. Once again, kind of catwalk my way up. Okay. Up. And here we go. You. I got the One Piece. All I need is a single gimmick here. Snowflake, that gear of yours. Could it be a gimmick here? Give it here. Please, I must have that gear. Yes. Oh, thank you, my fine furry friend. When my masterpiece is complete, I shall write your name in small letters near the end of my encyclopedia of contraptions. Isun is like, really, dude? Now, to complete my masterpiece. Are you ready? I again, contraption maker, give you my lightning bringer. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My power had diminished while you were away, but that man's zeal and your own pure heart have restored my power. I have harnessed this fervent energy to bestow upon you a new light up the sky with a thunder. Give it a thunder. Look! My design was not flawed after all. It may be a bit overpowered, but at least my masterpiece is complete at last. It would appear you do not quite understand. Such a great invention as this may be well beyond your comprehension. You should go look up at my house from outside. Then perhaps you shall see the true grandeur of my masterpiece. Good 50 praise for that.
Wow, that's really something getting this huge to move. But enough about that. Remember that shape you drew? You know, the shape to fill in the missing part of the wire? Well, that's the mark of Gekikan, the god of lightning. Just by drawing that mark, you can summon light anytime, anywhere you want.
Yep, just like with Deluge, you can actually summon lightning as well. Yeah, by doing that you also screen nuke lightning, so that opened up the chest for us, which had a stray beam. It's pretty nice. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty useful. Again, pretty much only use it for like oral finishers. Otherwise, it's not terribly useful all the time. But still, it's better than nothing. There is also one for fire, but I'll be frank, I don't remember where it is, and I don't want to look it up. So, yeah. But for now, let's go ahead and head back to Shinsu Field and finally continue the story. Okay, Shinsu Field. There we go. Okay. Right. Yep, yep. Oh, hey, rabbits. Gotta feed the rabbits. Yeah. And, yep. For the eagle-eyed viewers, there was a cat statue here that we could have used. And yep, this kind of opens up a nice little extra section of Shinsu. It's not super big, but it's nice. Plus, there's this. Let's go ahead and take care of the Devil Gate. Okay. Wind down. Slash. Slash you. Okay, and slash. Slash. More and more demon fangs. Thank you. And there we go. Extra 30 praise? Love it. Extra 30 praise? Love it. Okay, I need at least another 30 or to get the next health upgrade. Okay. And yep, this is the spot that we need to be.
This has been here for ages, but nobody knows what it's for. There are many things like that in the pond. No one knows when they were built or even who built them. But I suppose people have more important things to think about.
Yep, that was a lightning rod, and it activates a mechanism. So with that,
Do you know where this hole leads to? You know, there was a foul smoke rising from Ninetales which blew off in the northern lands. That's what's waiting for us on the other side of this tunnel. Anyways, what's up with that creepy light? I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
said every Star Wars character ever. So yeah, just kind of run down the tunnel. And we exit out. And welcome to the frigid north of Okami.
Is it cold here or what? How could anywhere be so darn cold? I know Okami is the northernmost part of Nippon, but come on. I don't remember it ever snowing this hard before. Listen, Ami, I'm gonna hunker down in this fur coat of yours. You try to find us some shelter from this nasty blizzard.
And yep, there's a origin mirror, so I would highly recommend taking advantage of that, so you can warp here whenever you want. And say hello to the third variation of the Imps. Once again, I don't remember what they're called, but they basically function identically to the Imps in pretty much every way. Die. Okay. Slice. Very nice. Okay, so before we go in, I might as well also equip this. The Trinity Mirror. It's another weapon that I bought using the wallet upgrade. It is the second most powerful mirror in the game. And it's pretty powerful too. So I want to equip that for what's ahead.
Look, fire, fire. Guess we're not gonna freeze to death after all. What's your problem, Mommy? I'm allowed to relax in front of the fire, ain't I? Yes! You. You see that, Mommy? I'm not talking about that silly mask. I mean, his sword. That puppy's a bona fide masterpiece. Looks like he means business.
Now we face off against our mysterious foe, adversary. His battle style is very similar to Waka's. He sends forth a lot of weapons against you, but as long as you know to dodge his attacks, it's just attack when he's vulnerable, you'll be completely safe. Okay. Slice all those. Another thing you can do because of these fires, you can also hit him with the fire, or you can use it to melt yourself out of the ice. And now he's a wolf. And now he fights similarly to the dogs that we encountered earlier, like Princess Fusei's canine warriors. Where you'll have rounds where he's completely invulnerable to attacks, and you just need to attack when he's vulnerable. Yeah, pretty simple, straightforward fight, but I like it. He'll also create clones of himself occasionally. But thankfully it's pretty easy to tell which ones are fakes and which ones real. Plus the clones die in one hit. At least if you have the weapons I do. I think if you still stick into Divine Retribution, it might take a few more hits, but if you're like me and you got the Trinity Mirror, you're good to go with this fight. Okay. Oh, speaking of which, if you are one of those people that doesn't switch weapons, I highly recommend that you do, because if you don't switch weapons and you stick it to Divine Retribution at this point in time, you are going to struggle with the remainder of this game. I'm just saying that right here and now. Probably gonna get a bad score out of this, I just know it. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on killing this thing so I can at least end the battle. Fire? Okay. And that should finish it off. Very nice. Not bad. White one. I am Oki, warrior of the Oina tribe. You are obviously not of our tribe, and I can see that you are no mere wolf either. What name do you go by?
This here is Amaterasu, the great savior of Nippon. But enough about that. Why'd you have to go attack us? And what are you doing with that sword in the first place?
Oh, I see you have a pongo with you. Wait, is that Isu? I haven't seen you around in ages. Must be nice to be able to roam Nippon on the back of a wolf, huh? I heard that you got tired of painting and ran from this land in disgust about a year ago. So, why did you come back? Did you have second thoughts?
Why you...
I don't know who you two think you are, but you're nothing like the legendary Shiranui and the pint-sized warrior.
Put a cork in it, will ya? Why don't you just start by telling us why you have that sword?
This sword? I have the sword because the time to wield it has come.
What?
As you will know, Kamui is a harsh land covered in snow and ice, and the monsters that infest the region only make our life worse. Yet we, the Oina tribe, have managed to survive to this day. It is because the sacred Ezofuji mountains have watched over us. However, our mothers and protectors, our most sacred of mountains, have been taken over by those demons. Yes, I speak of the twin demons Lechu and Nechu. They have been imprisoned at the twin summits of Azufuji, but they suddenly broke free one day and began their deadly assault upon the land of Okami. The snowstorms grew more intense, transforming Kamui into a frozen wasteland.
Those demons are back?
Many of our tribe have been killed by their relentless attacks. It was as if they roamed our land in search of someone, but they mercilessly slaughtered all the Oina they came across. The good earth is losing its power and its soul. Without these gifts of the gods, Kamui will become uninhabitable. I must slay those wretched demons now, before it is too late.
What about the villagers?
They should be battling the cold that blasts down from Mitsubishi. After all, our village lies at their base. It is only a matter of time before Kamui becomes an icy tomb.
An icy tomb? Then what are you doing out here with that guardian sword? Why did you bring it out of the village?
Did I not say the time to use the sword has come? You've heard of the prophecy of salvation, have you not? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kutone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play.
The sword's gonna start glowing?
Yes, but Kutone will not wake until it's tasted more monster blood. So, I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be. Until Kutone lights our way to victory. Yeah, that's expected. I expected that score. It appears the blizzard has lightened a bit. I know not when the demons will launch another terrible blizzard, but that would be your best chance to flee to the village.
Wait a sec, Oki. I can't believe the chief let you take that sword. I mean, he tanned my hide once for just touching the dark thing.
I already told you, the time to wield it has come. The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens. When Kutone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when the sword glows silver, ridding the... Yeah, it's just repeating everything we just heard. So yeah, a little bit about Oki here. So I don't remember what legend it is, but there is a legend about people who wear animal masks that have the ability to transform into those animals. I've only seen it one other time in something other than Okami. That's in a anime called Whisker Away, where a girl transforms into a cat using a mask. So yeah, we see the archer friend and lightning arrow explode the rock, because that totally makes sense. Oh, what the? Now my arrows bring on thunder? Kajiga, Kajiga. This can't be a coincidence. Doesn't seem like a curse either. This must be fate. This must be a sign from the gods. It is my destiny to live and die with my arrows. So yeah, 50 praise. All this time I've been saying I wanted to do big things, but I was really just traveling so I could have an easy life. Now I see there's no such thing as an easy path. Not when you devote yourself to mastering one thing. The gods have shown me my true path.
So, what are you gonna do now?
The time has come for me to stop being so whimsical. My real journey starts here and now. We must have some kind of strange link between us. It's only when you two are around that the gods show their hand. I'll never forget both of you. If we ever meet again, let's share a few hours together. Farewell, my friends.
Apple Sky is gone. Boy, he sure was all fired up. Even more so than usual. Maybe he's finally found his reason to live. If only all of us could do that.
And for the final time in this game, We are now freed, all of Nippon from the cursed zones. So we're gonna just do a little bit of wandering around here. And look who's here. Oh, is that you, doggy? Remember me? We played together back in Okami.
Kokari? Is that you? How'd you get all the way out here?
I was to become a real man like Susanoo. So I took my dad's fishing pole and set on an epic journey. You know, I like the river, but it's something like the fantasy. It just makes me realize how insignificant my life was.
Well, you're no longer that crybaby I met back in Regatta. Now that I think about it, you're more grown up too.
You really think so? I've seen a lot of Nippon's great outdoors, but the vast icy sea of Kamui is a far harsher environment than anywhere else. If I could prove myself equal to the harsh wilderness here, maybe I could become a real man like Susanoo. So yeah, if you want to do any fishing here in Kamui, you can do that. So keep in mind, it is 100% optional. There's no like fish you are required to catch. Yes. Okay, and looky what we got here. Yep, we got our last dojo. Break objects that you couldn't before by tackling them. Complete. So yeah, now we should have every technique available to us. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to get this. You understand? Yes. Basically, this is just an increase the damage to every reflector, regardless of what it is. Ah, jeez. Oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do, you freaking old man? Oh, okay. So it's not just have power increase, it's have both have a reflector in both sub and main in order to increase your power. Okay. That explains it. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's see, what else do I want to get? Can't really afford a whole lot more. So, I think what I'm gonna do is do this. Yes, I understand. Basically, it just adds an additional hit to your reflector combo. And actually, the more I think about it, this grinding through all the dojo stuff probably could have also been a off-stream thing. Oh well, maybe for next time. And yep, okay, that's enough for now. Good. Can I afford to get anything else from you? Dang. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make hard-headed Ami even more hard-headed. And a technique scroll, yep. Okay. I love the little noises he makes. Bad. Yeah. Okay, I think that should be enough. Add enough, eh? Okay. So yeah, now we can hit even harder objects and not have to worry about not being able to break them. It's pretty nice. Okay. But now that we've done that, let's go ahead and try to make our way up to where the village is. The village that Oki was talking about. Okay, here we go, and now use fire on the ice and attack the main body. realized that, even though I don't think that was the well finisher. But whatever, you got bonus money out of that. Okay. And oh, we got ice physics. And a bear. What's down here? I think it's just a praise hole. Praise hole plus blockhead. And by defeating this blockhead, you get, I believe, a stray bead. So I'm not going to go for it, but that is your reward for defeating this blockhead. But do note that it is a lot more powerful compared to the other blockheads that we've encountered so far. That's the only thing I'll say right now. It is a lot tougher compared to the other blockheads that we've dealt with so far. Sorry, my head was a little itchy. Okay. So now, let's see. Where am I going? This way. Okay. And, oh, look at that. Yep, it's a merchant. Yeah, let's do some shopping. It's just kind of got the standard stuff. And yay, we finally have our second roll of health. Hooray. Definitely. What do you got for me? Okay, yeah. I guess Bloom isn't their 4 finisher either. Dang it. Yep. And hopefully that's it. Yes. And yep, that's a mermaid spring. So now we can warp here. Oh, stray bead. Nice. Huh. Wally's house. Okay, if you go in there, he gives you a list of monsters that are like part of our bounty hunter list. Kind of similar to that one guy in Shinsu. And again, his reward is just a stray bead. So if you're not interested in getting every stray bead, don't even bother going in the house. Slice all of you. Okay. Slice, slice, slice. And slice. Restore the layer. Get the praise richer. Of course, here's these little cavern things. Kind of nice. Vengeance slip. Very nice. Tribe of the Moon. Exorcism slip out. Nice. Unfortunately, we can't break that. Feed the bear. Give me 5 pace for that. Yeah. Ah! Frick. Okay. Go ahead and feed the bear again. And I believe I saw a torch earlier. Yes. Okay. Just gotta angle this right. Come on. Yes. Sorry, bear, you're in the line of sight. Oh my gosh, I set the poor guy on fire. Oh, frick, I'm so sorry, dude. Well, at least you were worth the stray bead. Bye. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and head up to where the village is. Or, actually, no, wait, that's not the way to the village. This is. Amethyst tassels. Very nice. Oh yeah, I guess they are herons, so they eat fish. Okay, 9 praise. Very nice. Okay, how much further for the next health upgrade? Okay. And it's nighttime. Hooray. Welcome to Webcare.
Whoa. Looks like the whole village has been frozen solid. Wonder if anyone's still alive.
Even the shopkeepers here. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that the water here doesn't do damage. Because most of the video games that have like frozen water in the background, usually just being in the water causes you damage. Must be Ami's fur coat. And yeah, as you kind of saw there, if you go into the brush technique, you can see further than what the blizzard would allow. So yeah, if you want to judge a little bit more about distance to things, you can use the brush. Just activate the brush and that should be it. So far, can't get anywhere. Halt! Who goes there? This is the house of the village elder. If you need something from the elder, you must go through me. I am Samuel.
Sheesh. Who does this guy think he is? Huh? At least we finally met someone from the village. So, what are you doing standing around in the middle of this blizzard?
That grating voice. Is that you, Isu? What in the world are you doing with that strange white wolf?
That's none of your business, pal. Anyway, what's with the village? It's a total mess. Is it true the demons have taken over Ezofushi?
You must have been gone for some time if you don't know that. Save your questions for when you get back to your own village. That is, of course, if it hasn't already been buried by the snow. Oh, and take that suspicious wolf with you, too.
Why, you little... We're done talking to you. Let us into the chief's house now.
No, you may not pass. We normally don't even let strangers into the village. And I've told the villagers not to let them into their houses. They will obey me, for I am Samako, Chief of Webcare. Now, be on your way. So yeah, can't get in to see the village elder. None of that. So yeah, we're kind of stuck and we can't really do much else. So go ahead and head out. Wait! You guys, wait up!
Well, I'll be. I haven't seen you in ages.
Isun, it is you. I thought I heard you talking to Samako.
I just thought I'd come back and see how things were after my trip. Can't believe what's happened to the village since I've been gone. And that Sammy's still as stubborn as ever. When did he become chief?
Well, lots happened this past year. Look, you'll freeze if you stay outside too long. Why don't you come rest at my place? And bring your white wolf too. At least the cold is a bit more bearable inside. It really has been ages, hasn't it, Isun? It's been a pleasure to make your acquaintance as well, Wolfie. I'm Kai.
This here's Amaterasu, otherwise known as No Bath Okami. Now, let's cut to the chase. There's so much I want to ask you. First off, about those demons that are plaguing Kamu. What the heck brought that on?
No one knows for certain. Those twin demons, Lechku and Nechku, they were sealed away by a brave Oina hero years and years ago. And they've been enshrined in the Waku shrine ever since. Then one day they suddenly stirred and went berserk. Terrible blizzard descended upon Kamui. Kamu sent for the shrine up the top of Azufuji to pacify them, but they were nearly killed him. He was no match for their evil magic. Samako managed to get to him just in time and bring him back. Then they got even more violent and turned Azufuji into a glacier. They unleashed a blizzard to smother Kamui in a layer of ice and snow. Chief Samako is trying to protect the village while Kamu recovers. But there's nothing we can do against those demons.
You really are in a fix if old man Kamu's prayers don't work.
The day before the twin demons suddenly went berserk, we heard what sounded like an earthquake from Shinshu Field to the south. On that fateful day, Kamu declared that the evil force from the south had made its way here to Kamui. Kamui is sometimes called the land of hidden darkness. And there's a legend that says all demons are born from this land. I wonder if all the world's demons are coming back to Kamui now. A black shadow passed overhead from the south recently, and vanished into Waku's shrine as if it had been swallowed up. Actually, I think the blizzard's been stronger since then.
Kai, there's something else I want to ask you. What's Oki doing with the sacred sword Kutone? I saw him out with it outside the village. How could old man Kamu let him take it at a time like this?
Oh, you meant Oki? He left here with our sacred sword the morning after all started. As soon as Samako was chosen to take Kamu's place as chief, Oki just took the sword and left without permission. People from the village have tried to persuade him to bring it back, but Oki chases them off. He says he'll defeat the demons himself.
He just walked away with the sacred sword. He didn't even ask permission.
Well, everyone admits Oki's a great warrior. Even Samako does. But it's impossible to defeat all those demons all by himself. I just don't know why he did it, now of all times.
One last thing, Kai. It's about Samako. He seems awfully nervous about protecting old man Kamu. It's because of Oki, isn't it?
Well, everyone's angry at Oki for taking the sword like that. But you see, well, Samako would never say it, but he believes in Oki more than anyone else does. He's convinced Oki will come back and help the village.
So then, why do you have to snap at us like that? You even told Furball here to get lost.
Well, the day after the village was attacked by the demons, Laika went missing.
Laika? As in, Laika, your...
That's right, my little sister. We scoured the village and the surrounding area, but we couldn't find her. She just vanished.
Poor little Laika, too. Why would those demons mess with a little girl like that?
We don't know for sure if the demons are behind her disappearance, but they would certainly have reason to seek her out. You see, Laika holds the fate of this village in her hands.
The fate of this village?
That was Kenmo's howl. He's calling to you, Isu. He's summoning the both of you.
This is the village elder element Kemu, but it looks like he might have already kicked the bucket. How many times did Gramps hear damn I hide? This is no time to be dredging up the past.
Who was that bad-mouthing me? Looks like there's some hides to be tanned. What happened? Was that a dream? Was I sleepwalking again?
Sheesh, old man snooze a lot times hides in his sleep too.
What? Is that little Isu? So then I wasn't dreaming. I thought I heard Samako talking to someone outside. I must say, Isu, you've grown. Barely at all since I last saw you.
Ah, put a cork in it, Gramps. Did you summon us just cause you wanted someone to clobber?
Oh, yes, let us get down to business, eh? It is the White Wolf I wish to speak with. You've no doubt already heard this from Kai, but her little sister, Laika, has gone missing.
Yeah, we know about that. She disappeared about the time the demons started running amok.
That's right. And her disappearance threatens the very existence of our village.
Kai said something like that too. I can see why you'd be worried, but don't you think you're exaggerating a bit?
No, we are not exaggerating. Besides, you have been gone so long, how could you possibly know? Laika has gained spiritual power far beyond my own. Her power is now key to saving the land of Okami.
Huh? Are you saying Laika's power can defeat those demons?
Not exactly. There's another reason we need her power. It's for Ezufuchi, the protector deity for Okami. As you know, Ezufuchi is formed from 2 active volcanoes. Each year I recite the volcanic incantation. This triggers an eruption that warms this frigid land of Okami. The demon's power has plunged Azufuchi into an icy slumber. Day by day, Kamui grows weaker and weaker, colder and colder. If we don't have Leica recite the volcanic incantation soon, the land of Kamui will become an icy tomb for us all. I would if I could, but I no longer have the strength to pray in this raging blizzard.
Any ideas where Leica could be?
That's the problem. We've searched high and low for that girl with no luck. Still, there is one place we have yet to look.
Where?
Yoshpet. Mysterious forest of deception. I caught a faint whiff of Leica emanating from Yoshpet. After all, I do have the keenest nose of all the Oina tribe. I suspect she could be somewhere around here on your map. I'd like you to conduct a thorough search of that forest.
You've gotta be kidding me. I wouldn't touch that place with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, White Wolf, you are a lasso. Chief Samako must remain here to protect the villagers, and Oki has left the village on some fool's errand. You're the only one left.
Hold on a minute, old man. Do you even know who this furball is?
Do not mock me, little sprite. That pure white coat, those crimson markings, and the divine instrument. This is none other than the legendary Wolf Shiranui. That name is known far and wide, even in this distant land of Kamui. But I never dreamed the legendary wolf yet lives.
Well, actually this here is...
Shiranui, please, you must help us. Leica must recite the volcanic incantation soon. Without her, this land of Kamui will become an icy tomb. I beg you, you must find Leica. I had warned the villagers to be wary of strangers, but I will make a special exception for you, and I will open the village's far gate that leads to the Laochi Lake. You should get what you need from the village before you set out. So yeah, now we go on to find Leica. Okay. Let's see, is the shop open now? Yes. Resurrection beads. Do I even have the wallet upgrade to be able to purchase that? Yes. Can I buy it now? No. Okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Trinity Mirror. And you know what? Let's save the last bit of gold dust for the next weapon we get. How'd it go with Kuma? Did he want to talk to you about something? Yoshpet? You mean the forest in the east? I don't think anyone's been there to look for her yet.
Well, doesn't surprise me. I mean, that forest isn't exactly a prime tourist spot.
Isu, are you really going to go back there?
Who says I'm going back? I was using the royal we. I was talking about Furball here. Yoshpet is like another world. Get lost and you might never return. But don't you worry, I'll be here, we'll find Laka.
If that's the case, I'll lead the way. I know you must be worried soon, but we haven't got much time. Demons are waiting for the Day of Darkness. It's a solar eclipse that occurs once every 100 years. We will be in total darkness for a whole day when that happens. Without sunlight and with the demon's blizzard going on, no living thing in we will be able to survive the day. There are only a few days left until the Day of Darkness. You would like us not here to recite the volcanic incantation by then. Amaterasu, no ordinary wolf. Kabu would not have asked you to do this otherwise. Maybe you're the reincarnation of the white wolf Shiranui. You must be very strong if you can cope with these two. Sorry. Anyway, there's no time to lose. I'll lead you into the forest. Come when you're ready. I'm going ahead to the edge of the forest. Okay, you soon? Then I'll go and talk to someone who can whip up a spell for me. Thankfully, I have a few options. So yeah, talk to that guy and he pretty much tells us that we need to go north, past the village, the head of the village head's house. Kamui, parentheses, Esufuji. Another civilization. Modern Nippon offers mysteries that cannot be easily explained. Devices that even scholars in the capital are unable to decipher. Stone artifacts that endow the wearer with special abilities. They are thought to be evidence of a civilization beyond our own. My great-grandfather spoke often of these such matters. He had traveled to the windy plains of Taka Pass for brush training. While there, he noticed a strange light tracing an arc in the sky. The light eventually settled in the area of Sasa Sanctuary. Great-grandfather traveled there the following day. Where the light had landed, he saw a mysterious symbol floating in midair. It is not uncommon to hear such tales repeated here in Nippon. Whether one believes in this otherworldly civilization or not, it would seem many among us certainly want to believe. I am not ashamed to say I count myself among their ranks. Kinda interesting. We'll soon figure out what the Arc of Yamato is. We'll know soon. But for now, let's go up to the very tip top of Azafuchi, at least where the path will allow us to be. And we head in here. I know who you are. Yes, the divine look of yours is unmistakable. You're the legendary white wolf Shiranui. Oh, Ethan. It's been quite a while, so you're still
I ain't ready to kick the bucket yet. Just let's run a little trip, that's all.
well. I'm glad to see you're safe. As you can see, we haven't been so lucky here in Okami. Since the monsters were revived, many people have lost their lives.
Yeah, heard all about it. So, what's up with those demons coming back? And where the heck is Leica?
Demons have shut themselves in Ezufuchi's Waku Shrine. They're responsible for the fierce blizzard raging throughout Okami. We're managing to keep some of it at bay thanks to the Afun Gate. But when that day comes, Okami will be assured to freeze over completely. That's not what worries me most, though. What worries me most is how the demons were revived in the first place. Camus noticed it as well, but just before the demons made their return, dark force traveled here from the southern. We've both felt an evil energy flowing into Kama. That's when the demons woke up, as if in response to it.
Southern? Oh, she must be Nippon. In other words, she's talking about the return of Orochi.
There must have been so many monsters here in Kama that some people even call it the birthplace of evil. I can't help thinking this is all this havoc in Nippon has its roots in Laochi Lake, the eternally frozen lake at the foot of Ezufuchi. There is a large lake called Laochi at the foot of Ezufuchi. I think the reason Kamui is called the birthplace of evil is because of the ark of Yamato that rests in that lake.
The Ark of Yamato. Anyone from Kamui knows that story. It's said that the legendary Iron Ark fell from the heavens. My grandpa used to tell me that story. Long, long ago, in the age of myths, an iron ark fell from the celestial plains above and sunk into Laoshi Lake. The celestial plane was in the land. It's the land above where the gods dwell. The gods are known as celestials there. The ark that the celestials were on came crashing down to this land. It was as if they were being chased by something. What they didn't know was that on board with them were countless monsters. One by one they were consumed till all the celestials were dead. Once the ark crashed, the monsters disembarked and started ravaging the lands. Well, it has been safe since. It's said that monsters still rise from the lake's depths. That must be why they call it the Lake of Demons. That's about all I know about it.
I do have one thing to add to that, and that's the story of the one surviving celestial of the Ark. The Ark fell to this world from the celestial plane. It was full of monsters which killed the celestials on board, but the legend tells that there was one man who survived. He managed to escape from the hell the Ark had become. He then fled, going into hiding somewhere in our world.
First time I've heard of that.
They say the reason monsters still emerge from the Ark in Laochi Lake is that the ruler of darkness is still searching for that man.
Ruler of Darkness? Does he have a name?
It's all just a legend. No one knows if it's true or not. No one has ever set foot on it. But the Ark brought tragedy to our world, that's for sure. If the powers of darkness in the world are gathering in Kamui, I believe it's because the Ark of Yamato is beckoning them. I apologize for chatting so much. Now, if you come all this way, am I to assume you have Kemba's permission? I speak of permission to enter Yoshput. The entrance to the forest is sealed with the Oina crest. It's our way of protecting the place from evil. There's no way I can break the seal. But if the elder has ordered your entry, then I must comply. Shiranui, you may have the Oina amulet Suaprolo. With that amulet, you can pass by the Oina crest unhindered, and you can proceed on into Yashima. If the elder just deemed it to be right, there can be no mistake. You are the one who can find Laika. Find her before it's too late and Kamui freezes over. So yeah, that thing, that is what brought all the monsters to this land. Came down from the heavens, but brought nothing but devastation. Tragedy indeed. I feel like I've been saying that a lot this week, honestly. Oh well. Let's see. So yeah, you can also just kind of run around on the ice for a bit. Bottom. And let's head to Yoshpet. Okay, how do I get out of here from this spot? Well, first things first. Do I have enough? Yes, I do. Another health upgrade. Very nice. Okay, I think I go this way. Yes, okay. Classic ice physics.
Mysterious forest of Yashpet. The entrance been sealed by the Oina crest. They did that to protect it from the monsters in these parts. That forest originally had its own power that kept them away. I wonder if Yashpet has lost its power. After all, no place is safe from evil in this land now.
Ice physics. Okay. And okay. If I remember correctly, this leads to something that I would want. Okay, yeah. Meet the bandit spider, aka pretty much the spider queen from the very first dungeon in this game, just with a different face. Okay, come on. Bring out your egg. Come on. Oop. Haha, he missed. Oop. Come on. Come on. Bring it out. I guess this could work. No, it didn't. Okay. Thought I could redirect those, like, rocks that it was hurling at me. Guess not. Oh well. Come on, summon your egg. There it is. Or, I guess it's not an egg this time, it's a bomb. Okay, and attach that. Okay. Slice all that, and let's go ahead and spam a couple of these. Okay. Summon the bomb. Summon the bomb. Come on. There you go. It's not at a good angle. Dang it. Please still work. Thank you. Okay, and here we go. Nope. Oh, it got me. Oh well. It didn't do that much damage. I'm fine. Come on, summit. There it is. Oh, slow down time by accident. Oh well. And that's it. Probably not going to get a good score out of that, but it doesn't matter. And for our troubles, we get a sun fragment. And if we happen to go back in there, I guess it hasn't been unlocked yet. Basically, at some point, these holes that have the bandit spiders in them, they will have a single devil gate in the center, and that is one of two things called the Devil Gate Trials, where you will fight I think something like 15 waves of enemies non-stop, and they are the hardest enemies in the game. At least ones that aren't bosses. With your reward at the end being a stray bead. Easy peasy. Nice. Okay, I saw, yes, beam of light. Imitate a crystal. Very nice.
Eastern Forest. The ancient people of Okami dubbed it Yoshpek. It means consuming forest in their language. They say this forest will swallow you up if you lose your way. Kai said she'd be waiting for us here. Wonder where she is.
Hi, I'm Amaterasu.
Not that half-baked prophet again.
What are you looking for now, Mashari? Still looking for you know what. But this cold sure is making it difficult.
Like we really care, pretty boy. If you're gonna be dogging our tracks like this, you better tell us who you really are.
Who I really am?
That's right. I mean, we already know that you're up to no good.
Excuse-moi, but I don't know what you are talking about. I'm looking for a certain path. You could say I am a seeker of the eternal heavens.
Now that I know why you keep babbling on about a path to the heavens, you're planning a wolf murder. Then you'll take Ami's place in heaven.
Huh?
By the look, I take it I've hit the nail on the head. That also explains why you keep turning up wherever we go. Path to the heavens? Ah, more like a highway to you know where.
You misunderstand me, my little bouncing friend. The path to the heavens I seek is not a vulgar thing such as that. My path to the heavens slumbers here in the land of Okami. I seek a heavenly ark.
Heavenly ark?
That's right. In Kamui, there is a ship of iron locked in ice. I can sense it now. It is almost within my grasp. You two know this, do you not, Amaterasu?
Hey, leave Furball out of this.
I must bid you adieu. No need for any prophecies this time. Au revoir. Interesting. Okay. Save real fast. I've been waiting for you, Amaterasu. Did you know that Yoshped means consuming forest? It is said that those who lose their way here can never escape. Even the monsters try to avoid the place as much as they can. Our tribe has long been entrusted with protecting this forest. That's why the entrance is sealed with the Oina crest. Recently, however, the forest's power has been weakening, so it's hard to know what might be awaiting us inside. But if we can make it deep inside the forest, we'll come to a special place. It is a secret place that humans can never reach. I had something of a connection with the place when I was small. That's why I know the way. Right, Isu? There's the chance Lycan might be there. We're all depending on you, Amaterasu. Well, it's time to begin our expedition into the forest. Run as fast as you can. You ready to go? Let me warn you first. Do not underestimate this forest, okay? Tree pollen here has the power to confuse beasts. We Oina can't stay in here long, and I doubt you can either. None of us want to get lost in the blizzard and die out here. So make sure you follow me and don't fall behind. O spirits of the earth, air, earth, and sea, protect us with your divine power. There's a bunch of treasure chests here, but I'm not going to go for them. Though I will say this, if you're going for 100%, there are a couple stray beats in this forest. So if you can, try to go for all the treasure chests if you're going for 100%. And also, if you are going for 100%, I also recommend getting rid of the trees if possible. Because later on, you will get a chance to race Kai here. And if you win the races, you will get a stray beat. But it is a little more difficult to do that if the trees are in the way. So get rid of any obstacles on these visits. Ow. Ah. Oop. Jump. More time. Ah. Ah. I was frozen today. Oop. There you are. Okay. Oh! Dang it. Ah! Ah! Okay. I think this is the last stretch. Unless I'm wrong. Oh, yeah. That was it. Here we are. It's been a while since it was last year. So I wondered if I'd make it. You know, after all this time, it hasn't changed one bit. Amaterasu, this place is Yashvet's little secret. Welcome to Punktown, home of the Punkles. I'm sure Isun will tell you a lot more about it. Anyway, Gemu sends like his presence here, right? If you don't find her before the Day of Darkness begins, and she doesn't perform the volcanic incantation, Kamui will freeze over for good. We're really counting on you, Amaterasu. Even in a place as cold as even in a place as cold as this, there's always a little patch of green.
This place hasn't changed a bit. Ponko Village, Punktown, is in this tree stump. Too bad you're so big. I'm sure you'd like to go in there and chat with the locals. Hey, isn't that... Yeah, it's the Lucky Mallet. What's it doing here? Don't tell me he wants to repay you for your kindness. Who knew tools could be so loyal? Guess you could visit Punktown if you were smaller. Well, Verbal, you going in or what? Really? Well, I suppose you could ask the villagers about Laika, but you'll have to go by yourself. I ain't going in there. This slick helmet of mine could get ruined in such a gloomy place.
Welcome to Punktown. So, yeah, it's kind of cool. Has kind of a Pikmin vibe to me, personally. Which is weird, considering I've never played any of the Pikmin games, but I've seen enough gameplay footage to kind of get that vibe. But anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and stop right there. So next time on Okami HD, we'll be exploring Punktown and also hopefully finding Laika, so we can save good old Kamui. So, until next time, take care, stay safe, and y'all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofox, signing out. Where's he at? There it is.